On the road, on the road, on the road, on the road. See, I really gotta get it, but nobody never listen. All they ever do is this. Now they paying more attention. See, I gotta get mine. They gon' miss this time. You gon' wait in line. You gon' watch me shine.
You, que lo que mi gente, ya tú sabes, it's your boy, Iron Papito, and I'm back with another video. Alright guys, what's going on, man? Once again, I'm coming back with another video, guys, and this is a part of something new that I'm trying, and I'm just giving you guys a little more insight on my travel trips. And in this video, I'm going to talk about traveling alone in Brazil, and I'm going to give you the honest experience. The reason I wanted to make this video because a lot of people have apprehensions about Brazil. A lot of people heard scary things about Brazil. They probably watched City of God. They probably heard about the favelas and the gang wars and things like that. And I'm here to give you my honest experience. So guys, traveling alone in Brazil is exciting, but it's also something that the whole world tries to warn you about. So me being me, you already know I wanted to come here and experience it for myself. And this is what it's really been like for me. So the first thing I noticed was the energy. Right off rip, everything feels louder. Everything feels alive. The intensity is out the roof, especially when you're alone. Traveling here makes you pay attention to everything around you. I'm not even going to cap. Like, the first thing you're going to do is be super alert. You're going to pay attention to everything around you. Your movements are going to change. Your instincts are going to change. All of that is going to kick in right from the jump. You're going to feel the energy, especially if you go around the prime time season, around the summertime season out there, which is usually, if you're living in America or in the States like me, living in New York, around that winter time is usually when January, February, March is blazing in Brazil. And that is usually the most popping time because they do have carnival. So immediately when you get there, you're gonna feel the energy. You're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? And I think the energy that Brazil gives is just, honestly, in my honest opinion, is unmatched. I might be a little biased, but it's the truth. Like, the energy there is just a different energy. So just to get into a little bit about what it felt like being alone in the culture. I mean, it's a very social place for the most part. Like, everybody's friendly in Brazil. Everybody has energy. Everybody's out there whether they're at the beach, playing soccer, volleyball. Everybody's engaged. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's very rare that you just go out in Brazil. Specifically, I'm going to speak specifically on Rio de Janeiro. And it's dead outside. You don't see a lot of people outside. It's very rare, especially, like I said, in the summertime. I mean, the beaches is crowded. Literally. Everybody's at the beach. Everybody's having a good time. And that's one of the things I noticed from the jump. You get what I'm saying? So being alone in such a social culture where everybody's talking, laughing, they're connecting, it feels different. It feels different. And I know people are going to be like, you from New York. You used to that. I'm from New York. But people in New York aren't friendly. People in New York aren't social in that sense. Like, if somebody from New York doesn't know you, there's no conversation to be had, right? You don't see people having fun, laughing, ha, ha, ha. New York, everybody they got the stale face. Everybody's upset about work, the traffic, the weather. You know, everybody's grouchy. You know what I'm saying? But being alone in such a social environment like Brazil feels very different. Mainly because it does make you feel alone. You do feel alone. You feel a lot more isolated because, remember, you're by yourself, right? We're talking about solo travel, what it's like to be alone. So when you go to Brazil, you go to Rio de Janeiro, you go into the beach, you're walking past the beach, the boardwalk, whatever, and it's just you. You feel alone, bro. You feel alone. But on the other side of the token, it makes you feel more open. You hear what I'm saying? It makes you want to, like, engaged. Like, it makes you want to seize the day. You know, it makes you want to go have a short conversation with somebody. Disclaimer, most people in Brazil only speak Portuguese. So if you don't speak Portuguese, it might be a challenge finding people to speak with. Obviously, there's going to be foreigners around depending on the time you go, especially around that carnival time. But it definitely makes you want to be more open. You want to have conversations. You want to make connections. You get what I'm saying? You'll definitely feel tempted to do that in such a social culture. On the other side of it, I want to talk about the emotional side of solo travel. And if you guys watched my last video, I spoke about the mistakes I made being a solo traveler, right? And I got a little bit into the psychology of what it's like to be a solo traveler, right? This this channel is transforming before you guys' eyes, right? Because I want to start getting into more of the psychology behind solo traveling, what it's like to be a solo traveler, and just getting into that lifestyle, solo traveling, and that nomadic energy. I want to harness that nomadic energy and really give people the sauce. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the emotional side of solo travel, there's moments where solo travel feels very freeing. It feels liberating. Like, it's such a liberating feeling to be like, damn, I've always wanted to go to, you know, whatever country, I don't know, Costa Rica, Panama, something like that. And then you land and, you know, you get off the plane and you're looking at the trees, you're looking at, you know, the people walking in all of the local stores, and you're just like, damn, I'm really here. Like, it's really me. Like, I'm out here and I'm really doing this. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, I feel like the man. I'm in my dream country. I wanted to come here since I was 12 years old. And then, on the drop of a dime, you have those moments where you feel uncomfortable. Those moments where you feel like, damn, it's just me out here. I don't know nobody. And as I said in my last video, if you guys seen it, you don't have anybody to speak to, nobody to communicate with. It makes it even more like, damn, like, this is weird. What am I gonna do for the day? Like, this is strange for me, right? And it feels very uncomfortable at the same time. Solo travel is like the craziest emotional roller coaster you'll go through and experience because it's so raw. It's like, in that moment of being somewhere completely foreign to you, everybody on the street is foreign. Every face is unfamiliar. Every street, every corner, every sidewalk is foreign to you. It's just a feeling that overcomes, and then you just feel really uncomfortable. But at the same time, it does feel freeing. But Brazil just has a way of pulling you into the present moment. You don't have to overthink as much. You just experience it. When you come to this country, and it's a very big country, it's the largest country in South America. It has so much culture. It's so rich in culture. It's so diverse. Nobody looks alike. You couldn't tell a Brazilian from an American or a Colombian, or you wouldn't be able to tell, right? When you come to this place, you don't have to overthink nothing. You experience it and you live it. It has that type of energy. It's right there in your face. And it's one of the most, for me, liberating feelings for sure. As uncomfortable as it can get. Another thing I want to get into was the expectations versus the reality. In my last video, I spoke about how the world tends to make everything look a certain way. You go online, the news, Instagram, and it creates expectations for you, right? You're not dealing with reality because you don't know anything about the country. So you're definitely far from reality. The only thing you can deal with are the stories you hear, the things you see, the things you read online. And this create expectations. Now, whether the expectations are positive or negative, it's irrelevant. Now you have a list of expectations. You get what I'm saying? So now you have these expectations. You book your flight to your dream destination, say Brazil, for the sake of the video. You book Brazil, you got a list of expectations. some excitement, some fear. You come here, it generally all the time is never anything you've expected. It's completely different. Everything's different. Everything. So what I've learned about traveling alone in Brazil is it's not about avoiding discomfort. It's learning how to move more confidently. And that is so key. Moving confidently. If you don't move confidently in your regular everyday life, solo travel might not be for you. It's different. It's a different beast. It's a different animal. I know y'all like, you dragging it. Iron Papito dragging it. He just, you know what I'm saying? He making it seem like, nah. This is real. This is real life. As I said before, this is real life. You're just in another location. It's still life. And you have to deal with the realities and the harshness of wherever you are. And if you can't walk with confidence in your hometown, how do you expect to go anywhere solo in this world? It's not going to work, man. But with that being said, I do encourage you to work on your confidence. I do encourage you to build up that mettle, build up that strength and that courage to do these type of things on your own, man. Because I've learned how to move confidently. I'll say more confidently. I was already pretty confident in myself. This is why I was able to do a lot of solo traveling. I already felt I had the self-belief. Curious, very curious. I'm a very curious person. But at the same time, I'm very respectful. This is what a lot of people lack. If you're not a respectful person, solo travel isn't for you. You'll end up in a ditch somewhere. Not being funny, man. You'll end up in a situation that you'll never forget. And we don't want that, man. So when you moving around the world, you got to come with a level of respect. Understanding this is a different culture. You're on foreign land. You got to come correct, man. You know what I'm saying? The next thing I want to talk about is my perspective on all of this, basically. Just how do I reflect on all of these things? This trip reminded me that solo travel isn't about proving anything. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, y'all want to go here, but, I don't got nowhere to go with. I'm going to just go by myself because I want to show people I don't need them. F them. It's 2026. I don't need nobody. F you. I travel by myself. Yo, it's not about proving nothing to nobody, man. You ain't got to prove nothing. It's about trusting yourself, bro. That's really what it boils down to. We're not trying to prove to nothing to nobody out here. We're not competing with nobody. You know what I'm saying? People are like, oh, Mike, you went to... If y'all hear me refer to myself as Mike, obviously my real name is Mike. The channel name is Iron Papito. That's my alias. That's when I get in my bag. It's a different mindset. That's a different guy. This is more of this internal dialogue, these thoughts I have internally. So this is Mike speaking. But a lot of people are like, yo, you go to the same countries multiple times. You've been in Colombia 4 or 5 times, DR 4 or 5 times, Brazil 3 times. So what? I'm not here to prove anything to nobody, bro. I know how people think they trying to run up the stamps on the passport so they could look like they be traveling. Nah, bro. For me, it's about learning. How do you learn? Repetition, bro. Repetition. I'm a fitness coach by profession. Repetition is very important to anything that you want to develop or grow. I study extensively in the languages of Spanish, Portuguese, and French. I speak Spanish and Portuguese. Why? Repetition, learning, developing my skill set. So this is not about proving anything to anybody. It's about trusting in yourself in unfamiliar places. If y'all looking at this video right now, I'm in the barrio, or in Brazil we'll say the favelas, where people are less fortunate, obviously. Basically the hood. If you're from America, you know what it is. And when I came to this area, man, and I'm looking over this mountain and I'm looking at these houses and these people, I'm telling you, bro, I'm feeling a mix of emotions. This is things I watched in movies, I seen on TV. This was like a childhood dream. And it's not to try to glorify what poverty looks like or anything like that. It's more so like, damn, I've seen this place so many times on TV. I heard so much about it, and then finally be standing there. It's like, it's crazy. So I could say Brazil challenged me, but it also welcomed me. This is one of the first trips when I left, man, I cried like a baby. For real. No pat. Tears. Tears. I don't remember the last time I cried. Just cry over something so, in most people's eyes, you know, trivial. Cry real tears. In my opinion, it's a place that's beautiful. It's rich in culture. It's diverse. It's dynamic, bro. It's exciting. It's everything. You feel me? So, definitely big shout out to Brazil, man. You already know. Big shout out to Brazil, man. So if y'all been thinking about traveling alone here to Brazil, just know it's an experience you'll feel long after you leave. It's something that's going to sit in your heart if you do it right. As I said before, you're not in competition with nobody. This is about you trusting yourself, your relationship with yourself. You going out there, becoming a stronger version of you, the more confident version, coming with the utmost respect. And when I tell you, you'll walk away from this country in your heart for sure, man. That's a fact. That's no cap. No cap at all. All in all, man, my experience traveling to Brazil was amazing. The food, the people, the music, the culture, the rhythm, the vibration. You feel it. You feel it when you're there. If you're on the fence about going, man, just go. Don't think about it. Don't overthink it, should I say. Don't overplan it, as I told you guys in the last video. Make those arrangements. By the way, for any of you guys that might be going to Brazil for Carnival, I'll be out there. Week of February, second week of February, you already know. I'm gonna spend the week out there for Carnival. So you already know, man. Get with me, comment, DM. You know, the Instagram is here. Everything's there. If you want to connect, we could connect. Cause I'm definitely gonna be there. But yeah, man, I'm done with this video, man. This was my honest experience about traveling alone to Brazil. And once again, guys, a lot of this is more of the psychological aspect of things. I'm not trying to like glorify anything and talk about, you know, the time I was in Brazil and I fell off my bike and somebody like, you know, I'm not into that. That's a story time. That's story time. I could do that for another video. This is just my honest experience and feeling towards traveling alone in Brazil. And if this is something you guys want to do, I encourage you to do it. So don't want to keep ranting. Let you guys go, man. But if you're new, you already know. It's your boy, Iron Papito. Yo, hit the like button, share, comment, subscribe. Help support the channel, man, so we could go up. And like I said before, if you guys like this new style of content, let me know, man. I keep pushing them out. But yeah, guys, you already know. Iron Papito. I'm logging out.
G3 fast speeding and I'm moving slow. I just telling you, oh, I'm on the road. I'm on the road.